Okay, don't mind my shirt. I got a stain on it from eating lunch and yeah. Anyway, I wanted to just say this live and then I'm just gonna post it on all of my platforms because um let me put this down. See if I can find a little safe space for this. Okay, there we go. Okay, don't mind my shirt. I waste lunch on it today. But I wanted to do a quick little live about on my way home how God was speaking to me and some of the messages he gave me, and then the last message as I turned into my street, what he had gave me. So join in, join in, join in. I will keep this under 10 minutes so I can post it on each social media because it's just going to be a quick little word. First, how you guys doing? I pray well. Pray that you're blessed. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but I can just feel like the weight is lifted. Like you came out of something that was horrific and dramatic, and now the blessings are about to begin to pour in. So, as I was pulling out of my job, and I had my headphones in, and I was just listening to worship music from the time I got in my car, and I was playing "Rivers in the Desert" by Mercy Culture, and it was like I keep finding rivers in the desert because you always find me, God, right? So I was just talking to God, and I was like, God, just show me your glory, just show up and show wherever you are, right? So as I'm walking home, right? So as I'm driving home, I said, God, if there's any sign of what's about to happen next, just go ahead and show me, because God, you can show any sign, right? I love you too. So, as I said that, I looked up and passing by me was this huge semi truck, and on it it says, limits are made to be broken." Big bold print. Limits are meant to be broken. And I started laughing and I said, "Oh God, you're getting ready to take the limits off. You are getting ready to take the limits off of your children." And it's going to coincide with the word that God has given me for Sunday, and basically how God is not a respecter of person. So he doesn't care about the limitations that people put on you. He don't care about the expectations that people put on you, because limits are meant to be broken. Now, I'm going to pick up my kids, and I stopped to the dollar store, and I was like, I love Smarties. Those are my favorite things. I love Smarties. So I was like, dang, I ran out. I want to get me some Smarties. So I was like, should I go before or after I get my children? I'll just go real quick because I know them little begging jokers going to be asking for everything and they mama, and I just want to get some Smarties. So I just ran in the store, and I got the Smarties. The line was really long because every Dollar General is long for no reason. And it was a bunch of us in line, but no one was paying attention. And it reminded me of Elisha when Elijah was getting ready to go up to heaven. So it was 50 other prophets there, but only one had eyes to see and ears to hear that it was a mega change on the horizon. So anyway, I'm standing in line, and I'm like maybe the sixth person in line, and the man in front of me, he's jangling his hand like with change, and he had a box of crackers, and he was like looking down. There was many other people behind me because now the line is behind me and it's still in front of me, and he was still looking down at his hand. He was just shaking his hand, and he kept looking at the box, and he kept trying to add up the coins in his hand. I reached over, I grabbed the box of crackers, and I put it with my stuff, right? And I put it with my stuff, and then he looked at me. I was like, Don't worry about it." Then he tried to give me the coins that he had, which wasn't enough. He tried to give me the coins that he had. Go put that dog on a leash. um it wasn't enough. It didn't equate to what he was about to pay for, but I took it. And I said, "Hey, by the way, I was getting me a Coke. Would you like a Coke too? Can you grab me a Coke as well?" So he grabbed a Coke, and I put everything on the counter. I walked away. He said, "God bless you." I said, "Bet that, God. I'll take that blessing." And I walked out the door. Many people were surrounding him, yet no one knew that he was drowning in plain sight, struggling to just buy a box of crackers. As I pulled out to go get the kids, I pulled out and I'm talking to God, and now I have "This house is the house of God" in my head playing. I got my headset in. So it was like, "This house is the house of God. This house is the place of heaven." And it was like, "Give me eyes to see you." right? So I'm just playing that, and then I'm coming back up the road, and a car comes, and someone that I used to know that got beef with me, but I don't got beef unless it's for spaghetti or tacos, baby. I ain't got time for that. And she rode past me, and God said, "Now it's time for me to upgrade you." And I was like, and I'm driving my vehicle, and it was like, as I was driving my vehicle, I seen like a brand new vehicle, like with me driving. And I was like, that's odd. Okay, God. And he said, the upgrade is upon you. So I want to say this: have eyes to see and ears to hear what is around you. There's many people that will be around, but not everybody will have eyes to see and ears to hear. The limits are being taken off of you because of your heart posture. Because it is you that God is about to bless. It is you. And now the upgrade is upon you because God has seen that you are faithful with any and everything. And understand that you might be the only person there to see it because you're the only person that is about to receive the blessing. Keep your eyes open this season and be willing to be a vessel no matter what. Be willing to be a vessel no matter what. God is taking the limits off of you because he's about to use you in such a magnificent way. Only you can do this thing that God is entrusting you with. Only you. Be ready, be willing, and be in expectation. Now, people are going to drop out of your lives like flies. People that you thought were forever and always. And I'm 39, and I'm wise enough to know that forever is never always. But you have to shed the excess weight in order to fly. Sometimes you can't fly because there is a weight holding you down. How do we hold down balloons that have helium? We put weights on them to weigh them down. God is saying, I am taking the weights off of you, taking the limits off of you, because you're getting ready to fly. You're getting ready to fly. So when people begin to drop out of your life, understand that God had to take the weights off of you in order for you to fly. Don't be afraid to let go because he's taking the limits off. And the weight was limiting your ability to elevate. Elevation is your portion. Don't forget it. And don't be afraid to shed that dead weight. Now, I kept this under 10 minutes because I'm going to post this on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook and Instagram. But I want you to know that the limits are coming off and your upgrade is now. And keep your ears and eyes open. Be ready to receive. What Nene said, and suddenly.